Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. Let's do the whole darn weekend. Saturday the 7th is National Bison Day, National Bittersweet Chocolate with Almonds Day. That day, by the way, is the reason that nationaldaycalendar.com even exists.
Okay.
I had a chance to talk to the founder of that, and he said he remembered when he saw that. He thought it was so weird that there was a day for bittersweet chocolate with almonds.
Yeah.
That he that's what started his path towards creating, this is now the website. If you want to make a day, you go through him. How cool is that? National Canine Lymphoma Awareness Day, National Play Outside Day. Sunday, November the 8th, National Cappuccino Day, National Harvey Wallbanger Day. That's a drink, right?
Yeah.
Almost positive.
Sure is.
National Parents as Teachers Day. Well.
Yeah. Yikes.
And it's National STEM or STEAM Day today. And we got a guest, Liz Priesley. She's in a movie and could have been a movie star Monday, but we decided to do it for the weekend. Going to be chatting with Liz coming up in just a little bit.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. A study in the Journal of Pediatrics found that child YouTube influencers are stealthily promoting junk food to other kids by eating the sugary treats in their videos.
Okay.
So do you think they're like getting paid to do it, or they're just kids and they're eating it and then the other kids are like, oh, that looks good?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if they're trying. I don't know. Either way. Let's
of all the things they could be exposed to, that's probably the safest.
I suppose. And another study, a new alarming study found COVID-19 can cause mental decline in brain equivalents to 10 years. So like you're 10 years older, your brain is, if you have COVID-19 than if you didn't. So That's bizarre. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. A woman arrested for DUI after deputies caught her driving her Jeep on its rim, like no tire left.
Oh.
And swerving into traffic. Believe it or not.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This
intoxicated.
in Florida. Everybody's shocked. 32-year-old Crystal Berglund was driving a black Jeep northbound on the 7 Mile Bridge at about 5:20 in the afternoon, by the way. They got to be on the lookout for a car driving recklessly. It was a Jeep missing a wheel, or missing a tire at least. It was driving on the rim. It was throwing debris into the road. Deputies tried to conduct a traffic stop at the woman from Oregon, by the way. So she's not a Florida woman, Oregon woman. She just kept driving. She was seen swerving into oncoming traffic. Multiple cars had to take evasive actions to avoid crashing with Berglund. She said she was not aware that she was missing a tire. She was taken to jail and arrested for driving under the influence, reckless driving, and battery. So,
alrighty then.
All of those. That is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. The babysitter in the new Borat movie says she felt betrayed because she thought she was participating in a real documentary about a young girl being groomed to marry a rich man. And she prayed for the girl until the movie came out. And then she realized, wait a minute, what is this? This isn't even real. So apparently she didn't know that it was just a big joke.
They don't tell anybody. They just...
And I guess they're also, I'm reading online, a lot of the things that you watch in there didn't happen the way that you saw it in the movie.
Right,
it
it's edited together.
In such
of
a
course
way.
it is, yeah.
So I don't know. I haven't seen the new movie. I saw the one 10 years ago, and I didn't think it was very nice.
I didn't think it
thought
was funny at
kinda-
all.
yeah.
I was like, whatever.
David Gillard, Guillod. Gilead? How would you say that? He's a Hollywood producer behind Atomic Blonde. He was arrested a second time for sexual assault. That's not good. And owner of Amazon, Jeff, is it Bezos? Just kidding. I know it is. Jeff Bezos reportedly is interested in buying CNN. So there you go. He already has Amazon and Amazon Prime and all that. So maybe if he had Amazon Prime and he could add CNN, I don't know what his plans are, but I don't know. It's in the news. He can afford it. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day. It comes your way courtesy of TimeForRehab.com. Costco is pulling all merchandise from Thailand that are made with forced monkey labor. Wait a minute.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Merchandise from Thailand that's made with forced monkey labor. What are they doing in
Oh
Thailand?
my gosh.
That's a thing?
Apparently.
And another monkey story. How many monkey stories do we have here? Like, not many.
No, not usually.
Not one, but two today. A group of marauding monkeys are attacking tourists in the Indian town of Shimla. I kind of want to go to Shimla. And then while I'm there, I want to swing by Thailand to find out what they're making with forced monkey labor. Now, I want to make sure I let you know, I'm not for forced monkey labor. I'm not pro monkey labor of any kind. But I would like to see what they're doing, because that's...
Well, it can't be anything too intricate.
I don't know.
You wouldn't think.
Putting together iPhones? Probably not. I mean, I don't know what they would be putting together.
I don't know. That's interesting.
A man in China was so desperate to escape the constant fighting between his girlfriend and his ex-wife that he robbed a store to deliberately get himself arrested.
Oh, my.
Yeah, he just wanted out of this.
Where was he from?
Love triangle. That was in China. Notice any pattern here? We've got a lot of these stories are from other countries for some reason. I think I'm reading my news from somewhere in this world. But we got another one here. Pope Francis, just like a week ago, named Archbishop Wilton Gregory the very first African-American cardinal. That's kind of cool.
That's
So
cool.
there you go. And one last story we're going to get to here. I don't know where this one's from. Let's find out. A woman is going head-to-head with her homeowners association after complaints were filed over her inappropriate Halloween decorations that showed skeletons dancing on poles. Angela
I could
Nava
see that.
lives in a community in Richmond, Texas. She received letters saying that she had 30 days to remove the decorations.
Well, then Halloween will be over. That's fine.
Yeah, she said they
fine
are
to remove them
offensively
after Halloween.
positioned, modeled after like a club, whatever.
Right.
We really had a good time changing the scene up every night, she said. We just changed the position of the skeletons. It's been really kind of fun, a great creative outlet for me. She said the idea came during the early stages of the pandemic. She said since Halloween is this weekend, well, now it's over with by the time we're reading this, but she said, I have 30 days, so I'm going to leave it till I'm done. So I guess the moral of the story is if you're going to do that, don't put it up a month before. Wait for a few.
I can, most of the time those things I'm like, yeah, that's ridiculous. You do what you want to do. But this one I could see how it might be a little risque with children in the neighborhood. Yeah. It's one thing. I don't know.
There's one online that was really grotesque, and it had like a lot of fake blood all over, and there were people calling the police. Yeah. But it was just a Halloween decoration. But like every day, the police were called a dozen times because of this particular, scene.
Right.
So I don't know. Sometimes people go too far. So that story's a couple weeks old from way back. Way back. Was that a week ago?
Before Halloween.
Holy cow. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, But I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Our guest today, Liz Priesley, has a new film that's coming out real soon called Concrete Cowboy. Liz, how are you doing?
I'm doing fabulous. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for taking the time to chat. Now, we're going to talk about Concrete Cowboys, and sadly, it's not available right now, but it's coming soon, and right now it's kind of making the rounds at film festivals, and you guys are doing really well at these film festivals, aren't you?
Yeah, it's pretty stunning, actually, the responses that we're getting out of these festivals, but it seems like people are really eager to check out this story and see, what it's about. And it's cool because it's, a work of fiction, but then it's also set in this, historically true framework. So people are digging it, which is awesome. It's exciting.
You had a chance to work with some fun people, Idris Elba, Caleb McLaughlin, Method Man. What was it like working with this cast?
I mean, it's like, I don't think I ever dare complain about any day on set ever, because it was just like such a dream come true. I mean, you and it's surreal. It's like you show up and they're like, we're making a cowboy movie and it's all black people. So already you're just like, what's going on? And then, you turn the corner and there's Caleb McLaughlin from Stranger Things, and then they put you on a horse with him, and then, 2 seconds later, there's Idris Elba on a horse on your right. And it's just like, what is my life? What have we done? But it was really exciting, and I learned a lot from Idris, but I would say I learned the most from watching Caleb. I mean, he's like a force of nature. When he was 17 when we shot, and it was just amazing to see him just go from one thing to the next without ever seeming to get tired. And he was just so focused. But he was a lot of fun to be around. It was an amazing experience.
I say that's pretty cool. And now, did you watch him on Stranger Things? So were you like a fan before you had a chance to meet him?
So I didn't watch it until I got cast. And then I binged watched the first season, which was a dumb thing to do because in the first season he's like 11. So I'm thinking that this 11-year-old kid is going to be there, and I show up on set my first day, and it's not an 11-year-old kid. It's this 17-year-old man who's taller than me. It's just like, what? It was surprising, to say the least.
So now the film is called Concrete Cowboy because even though they're on horses, it takes place in an urban setting.
But the cool thing about these cowboys and this story is that these guys have been around in North Philly since the Civil War. And we're only just starting to hear their story. But, they've effectively been whitewashed out of history. And only now are we really starting to hear about how they've been here this whole time. So, and I'm from Philly, born and raised. And this was my first introduction to that world as well. So it was a little embarrassing, to be honest with you. I was like, I can't believe I didn't know about this. This is my backyard. But yeah, that's why I'm excited for people to see this, because I want them to know, no, look, we've been here. This has been here since the beginning.
So Concrete Cowboy is kind of based on reality then.
Yeah, it's a really nice mix of, you have the father-son story between Caleb and Idris, which is really nice. It plays out really beautifully, and it's complicated. He's never known his father in the 15 years that he's been alive, and there's a lot of layers as to why. So that in and of itself is a beautiful story. And then, like I said, you have these cowboys, some of whom are the actual cowboys play cowboys in our film. So that even adds another layer, of authenticity there. But, we shot at Fletcher Street Stables, which is an actual stable here in Philadelphia. So, the historical framework is there. It pops up. It's all around in the story. It's interwoven in the story, I should say. So it's really nicely done. I'm biased, but obviously I think it's really nicely done.
I'd say the critics agree you've done really well in the film festivals, and I'm looking forward to the rest of us getting a chance to see it soon.
Early next year is what I'm sort of being hinted at, is very early next year. So hopefully in the next couple months we'll have some concrete, I was about to say, some concrete dates for you. See what I did there?
I love it. Liz, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. This is been a blast. Thank you so much for having me.
Again, Liz Priesley has been our guest. The movie is called Concrete Cowboy. We'll throw a link to the information in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
There's only one letter that does not appear in the name of any United States state. What letter is it that is not in a single state? I'll let everybody think.
A state.
Shout it out loud.
Q.
Oh, you got it on the first guess. Holy cow. You're good. Yes, Q. So anybody that was guessing something like a Z, there's one in Arizona. A J, New Jersey. A couple of X's, New Mexico, Texas. But not a single Q. So that is the one letter that's not in any state name. Now, if you say cities, there's plenty of cities with a Q. Countries, there's even countries with a Q. But no state with the letter Q. There you go. Now you know. That is today's fun fact.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a news headline from somewhere in this world, Dateline United Kingdom. A UK judge will rule on the Johnny Depp, quote, wife-beater accusation on November 2nd. Well, I guess that already happened, apparently. Settling his explosive libel case against Amber Heard. So that was supposed to happen November 2nd. I apparently got this last week. So
I wonder what happened.
Yeah, I have no idea. So I wonder... Good news? Bad news? Maybe we'll know that in December. Who knows?
Maybe.
Seems like I'm always like a day late and a dollar short on these. Thanks for listening to today's news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Time now for Weird News, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. There are civic duties and there are motherly responsibilities, and one pregnant woman in Florida fulfilled both on Tuesday as she stopped to vote on her way to the hospital to give birth.
That's a trooper right
She'd
there.
already gone into labor by the time she arrived at the election center in Orlando. Poll workers said the woman had asked her husband to stop and vote on their way to the hospital. The wife reportedly waited in the car as her husband went inside, and he waited in line and then asked the poll workers to help his wife vote early. She got into the car. They found the pregnant woman breathing heavily. She checked her ID, handed her a mail-in ballot, told her to go ahead and send it in by 7 p.m. on November 3rd. She said, no, I need to fill it out right now. So she filled it out, gave her an I voted sticker, and she was off to the hospital. So apparently this was like the week before.
Okay.
It says on here Tuesday, but this story might be from last week. So either way, says she got to do her voting duty on the way to, having that baby. I think that's pretty cool. Would you do that?
Oh, you bet.
Yeah, I think it's pretty darn cool. That is today's Weird News, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. A plumber in Ohio reportedly was being assaulted by a coworker while on the job. This happened at 9:30 in the morning on September 28th. According to the victim, he called his boss for a second plumber to assist him while installing a toilet at a home. The coworker arrived and was complaining about the job. That's when the victim said he told the man to stop complaining and get to work, and he punched him in the mouth. What? So he apparently didn't want to stop complaining and get to work. Caused an injury. No further information on the what happened, at least at the time of the report. Just told him, hey, can you quit complaining and help me out? And he punched him right in the mouth. So I don't know why you would do that. Because you think that the guy you punch is going to say, oh, I'm not going to say anything to anybody. Of course he's going to turn you into your boss, because you don't do that. You don't punch somebody, a coworker or anybody. It's a bad idea. And if you do that, you'll end up right here with today's moment of Da.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for fake news or Florida. Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it fake news made up to trick you and amuse me? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm going to cover up my face so you can't, because I think she's somehow telling by looking at me. All right, here we go. Fake news or Florida. A Florida man was arrested for making love to a stuffed Olaf toy inside a Target store. Fake news or Florida?
Florida.
Yeah, it's a Florida story. I can't believe I even read that. Wow. I don't know why. That makes no sense to me. But you know what?
To each his own.
I guess. Thanks for listening to Fake News or Florida on the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. I love this. A Houston mother is mowing lawns to help during her pandemic, and she's doing this for free just to help out because she's stuck home anyway. So she lost her job due to the pandemic. She found a way to stay positive by giving back to the community. Her name is Lauren Laborde, Laborde, from Houston. She's mowing lawns for seniors and veterans who need a little extra help. She's serviced a couple of different neighborhoods on weekends and some weekdays. Weekdays rather than some weekends. She said her availability is flexible because she lost her job. She was in the oil and gas industry. She said, I found myself laid off with COVID, so I decided that I needed to do something to put some good back in the world. And she said, I just got out there and I started helping. She joined the website iwanttomowyourlawn.com. It's an online community of volunteers who want to help elderly neighbors and those in underprivileged communities with their lawn care. She says it's a great way for anybody to help if you're looking for something to do. If you want to come volunteer, we would love to have more people on the team, she said. I've got a link to a video where you can actually learn more. But again, that website, iwanttomowyourlawn.com. And I know some people who are doing that same thing. I think it's really, really cool. If you've got the time, if you've got the means, and you can do something to help other people, it's going to make you feel better too, isn't it?
Absolutely. Always does.
Really, really neat thing. I've got a link to that story. It is in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show.